We've gone too far. We've literally gone too far. 2 clicks is too far. Thanks for the credits. I think my friend thing is open, by the way. You need your event thing. Should be open, let me check. Yeah, friends can enter my party car. I'm gonna get a little bit of water, really, just a small water break, and I'll be right back. Sparksy. I should have idled on Sparksy. Wanted to show off the caster's outfit. It feels so funny. She's just like, it feels like she's missing something on her head, even though she is. The dark crown. Here you go. That's what we all been waiting for. By we, I mean you. Alright, I guess we'll do 4.1. Unless you really want to do Firefly, I'm down to do Firefly. What are we feeling? It's the choice of all time. I am following my Kokoro. Let's do 4.1. Because I want to see a certain someone. Is this it? That should be it, right? Yeah, should be. It feels like my voice is gone. Sucks. On JP. No, I want to hear English March. Wait, what? Didn't automatically download it? You missed SparksyCon. Not a true Sparksicle.
Nice. Just like that. Perfect. Now, I'll need you to repeat these next few lines after me, and do so in the same tone of voice.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The sky
I miss her
is
dumb voice.
blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
It's a good feel.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
Though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars.
Are you kidding? That's one sentence? Okay, though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars?
Very good.
Very good.
The internet is both an umbilical cord and a waste duct for the mind, through which humanity's thirst for elation gave birth to the twisted Sparksy.
Whoa there!
Twisted.
That's a bit much. Maybe she can be the one to say it?
Point the finger.
These are the test sentences I improvised according to the guidelines from the Human and Intellitron Emotional Baseline Test. I carefully observe the subject's micro-expressions and tone changes at the moment they say the name Sparksy, to check if they are infected by a mimetic virus.
So I passed the test, right?
Given how fascinating your reaction was, I clearly don't need to worry about you. Should you find yourself experiencing any live stream addiction withdrawal symptoms later, feel free to contact the Department of Aberration Defense staff. We'll provide...
You're handling this like a real pro, Miss Kuchiba. Has this kind of thing happened before?
Withdrawals.
It's impossible to predict what will happen during the Phantasmoon Games. Once, a supplicant reversed the definitions of truth and lies, which nearly caused a massive civil... After that incident, we incorporated mimetic treatment into the Department of Aberration Defense's emergency safety protocols. Sparksy Khan didn't cause any casualties this time. But if your partner hadn't stopped Sparksy from spreading the virus, she might have turned into a calamity-level aberration. Without proper containment measures, a calamity-level aberration can destroy dozens of cities as it spreads. That's the scale we're talking about. That's the Department of Aberration Defense's term for them. It usually refers to Imaginae infused with wish power who have lost control and begun to run amok.
You? An aberration? What are you talking about? Though, I gotta say, you do look pretty weird with that mask on.
Don't tell me you're a Cosmicon Collective player. The Department of Aberration Defense's hazard ratings are nothing like the power ratings in some card game. Right then, that's all for the required checkup. If you're interested in aberration calamity threat levels and how they're classified, you might want to take a look at this document. However, do bear in mind that causing damage of the aforementioned scale during the Phantasmoon Games will cause you to be classified as an aberration and dealt with accordingly.
I have to read Beam level, Calamity level, Cataclysm level, Apocalypse level. Reality
Before I
warping.
leave, there's one more thing I need to tell you. Remember Lyndon Scott? The man who served as your tour guide. He was murdered.
Forever dead.
What? Yeah, the Scott we knew was, a really tenacious
Our arch nemesis.
opponent.
Dead.
We're sure. Both the ID and genetic information of the deceased match that of Mr. Scott's. You said he was once your...
You don't suspect us, do you? I wouldn't exactly call Scott a friend, but we'd never do anything like that to him.
Easy there, young lady. I haven't even started asking questions yet. Of course, there's no way the renowned heroes of the Express would harm some lowly IPC employee simply because they had a problem with him.
Lowly.
More importantly, both of you have solid alibis. The initial results of our investigation suggest his murder might be connected to the Phantasmoon Games. I'm informing you both of this to warn you to be extremely careful. The Phantasmoon Games are far from a simple game. Anyway, I wish you success. Farewell.
Scott. Could he actually... I just can't believe it! But it was Miss Kuchiba who told us, so... it must be true. So, the Phantasmoon Games. Pretty frightening, huh? What's your take?
The truth. Don't care.
Huh? Really? Even though Scott pops up now and then to give us a bit of trouble, I'd still say he's usually more of a friend than an enemy. If you know what I mean.
If the killer is here for the Phantasmoon Games, they might become our enemies soon.
The Phantasmoon Games. Good thing Himeko entrusted this mission to the two of us. Who would have imagined that the Great March herself would be stopped at the doorstep in the very first round?
The great.
Forget it. I'm not like you. I was never hero material to begin with. Normally my hands can't even keep up with my brain when I play video games. You're definitely the right person for the Phantasmoon games.
Hands and brain
It's
coordination.
just such a shame. We finally get a chance to vacation in Himeko's hometown. And I thought we'd make some happy memories together. But...
I'll triumph in the Phantasmoon games in your stead.
Alright, but look. Don't push yourself too hard, okay, you? Remember that we've got your back. Oh, right. Where are Himeko and Mr. Yang? They must be getting examined and interrogated too, right?
Getting screened. Ghost.
Mr. Yang said he wants to hear what happened between
about
Himeko and
Evanescence?
her dad.
Can't blame.
Are you experiencing any discomfort?
Oh, wants to duel.
You get more love letters than me.
How's there enemy in here?
Watched the show last night?
A side quest or something? One sec, just super important message. Okay. Pseudoscience. No more toilet. No more toilet humor.
Isn't that a legend?
No. It's okay. We got a TP. It's a creepy room.
You're here. Himiko hasn't mentioned her father at all in the time since I've boarded. So, what is going on between them? As you were the only one with her at the time, you're the only one I can ask.
Yeah, it really threw me for a
Oh, my
sec
Walt's
when you
audio
said
sounds,
Himiko's father. But
Staticky.
when you think about it, it's only natural that Himiko has a father, right? Not everyone's like me, thawed out of an ice block.
"15 years ago, the Phantom Moon
Himiko
Games
Lord.
of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, her name was Himiko. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantom Moon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name, who exactly are you?
Well, well, well. Look at you. What are you getting so worked up over? Just a joke. A joke. It's been 15 years after all. And you've grown into such a fine young lady. How could you expect your old man to recognize you right off the bat? So, what's with that gravestone I saw with your name on it?
When you don't know if you'll live to see tomorrow, there's nothing strange about getting your affairs in order in advance, is there, Mr. Ryusuke?
Mr. Ryusuke? How could you be so formal with your own father? At least call me Dad like you used to, okay?
Slip away.
Hold it. And you are, don't tell me, Himiko. Is this your child?
Grandpa.
Oh, could you please stop making things worse?
The good stuff.
I haven't seen you in 15 years, and now I'm a grandfather.
See the resemblance?
Who's the father?
That's enough! You are looking at my colleague, a new generation of Trailblazer, my friend and my companion on the Astral Express.
Friend.
Do you understand now, Father?
You hear that? She called me father. Hello there, my friend.
Got her.
Ah, sorry about that. I thought you were Himiko's daughter for a second there. Ah, you must forgive me. I'm just an old-timer who's lost touch with the times. I'm a painter. Most of my work involves traveling to different segmenta to complete commissions for my clients. Ah, Himiko. I know I've let too many chances to spend time with you slip away.
Just slip away? The first time we met was at Mother's funeral, when I was already 6 years old. Let's put that aside for now. Were you also too busy with work when I was suffering from a weathering curse?
You might not believe me, but I've been running around for your sake all this time. All these years, I've been trapped in this room that represents the past that I imaginated. And I've never left it.
You didn't know about me becoming the Express's navigator either?
15 years. The Express never stopped here once. You didn't even leave behind so much as a single word to indicate you were still alive. And the Department of Aberration Defense. I did hear many rumors about the Astral Express, though. At first, I thought it was just someone else with the same name. And even when curiosity drove me to look up your picture, I still didn't dare believe that the woman so full of poise and grace was my daughter. I thought about contacting the Express. But what if their navigator was just someone who happened to share the same name? I've been clinging to an absurd notion that if I never sought the answer, there was still a 50-50 chance my daughter was still alive. But if I found the answer, and it was no, then she would truly be dead. So, Himiko, how did you...
I'd rather not tarry here too long. I'll be taking my leave now, Dean. The Express has defeated the supplicant that occupied this school and prevented another tragedy like the one 15 years ago. Now it's time for you to fulfill the duties you failed in back then. Go comfort those students, and see if you can't figure out how to deal with the media bombardment while you're at it.
Failed in my duties. So, still mad at me. Can we talk? Sorry, kid. This might be a bit abrupt, but... I'm a failure of a father. I broke her heart. But what exactly happened 15 years ago? I can't... Have you heard the tale of the legendary painter Graphia, who hid everything on this planet's surface within a scroll? It is said that to achieve such a monumental feat, she made a forbidden exchange, sacrificing both her own life and that of her descendants. Few descendants carrying the Graphia bloodline have lived past 30. Most of them wither like flowers while they're still young. Himiko was no exception. She was tormented by the curse for years. What I did doesn't matter anymore. The Elixir Seekers' folk remedies, the Intelligentsia's guild treatments. I tried them all, but nothing could reverse the curse. All the time spent searching for cures only resulted in me not being by her side when she needed. In the end, I am nothing but a useless father. I'm just a useless son-in-law who married into the family. Strictly speaking, I can't really be considered a Graphia descendant. You're right. I just didn't realize it quickly. How she got through it, how she survived, none of that's important. What matters is that my daughter is back. If I may ask a small favor, would you mind showing me where my daughter works? I want to make up for all the care I failed to give her all those years. I want to get to know my daughter better.
Truly a memorable father-daughter reunion. Brings up some memories of my own home as well.
There goes Mr. Yang with that knowing look again. Just what kind of parent-child relationship are we talking about anyway?
When I was a child, my parents were also always busy with work and were unable to spare a moment for me. As a child, I couldn't help but feel resentful. It wasn't until I became a father myself that I understood how they felt when they were forced to sacrifice the time we could have spent together.
So, did you already promise to give Mr. Ryusuke a... thought as much. After all, it's Himiko's dad. So, where is he?
Ah, everyone's here. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I'm truly grateful to all of you for looking after my daughter.
Not at all. She's the one who's been taking care of us.
Would you all be so kind as to show me around? So, this is the Astral Express. Really lives up to its reputation. It's even more impressive than I imagined. As to be expected, of course, huh? It's the place where my daughter works. By the way, what's the pay like for a navigator? Does a position come with insurance and an annual bonus?
Talk about parental love. First thing out of his mouth is asking about her salary. Like I'd have a clue. Help! A little backup here? Hey, that's not totally true.
Watch, look.
We get some spending money every time we stop somewhere.
What? No income? Don't tell me that everyone working for the Astral Express is actually doing volunteer work.
I mean, I guess you could say that. But actually, it's more like... I'm butchering the explanation. Anyway, it's nothing like what you're thinking.
Mr. Ryusuke, please rest assured. None of the Express crew ever lack for money. We not only receive support from members of the Genius Society, but also from prosperous commercial worlds, such as the Planet of Festivities.
Ah, good, good. Hearing you say that is a huge relief, Mr. Yang. Speaking of which, what kind of work does being a navigator generally entail?
Don't you underestimate Himeko either. Her daily duties include, charting navigation routes, calibrating warp jumps, and technical maintenance. Not to mention she's always guiding the Nameless on missions.
Oh, my daughter is really something else, isn't she?
Of course! Every time we return safely from a trailblazing expedition, it's all thanks to Himeko's guidance and protection. She's the backbone of the Astral Express. Hey, come on! You're just trying to stir up trouble. If Himeko's the backbone of the Express, then our conductor is the absolute cutest and hardest working of all. Right, Pom Pom?
Oh? We got a new passenger? This gentleman does look kind of familiar. No wonder he felt so familiar. How are you, Mr. Ryusuke?
Conductor? Oh. So you must be my daughter's superior, huh? Well,
Superior? That's way too formal. It's Himeko who's been taking care of the Express and everyone on it.
He's... What is he doing on the Express?
it's all my fault. I was just curious about your daily work, so I asked your colleagues to show me around. And I know I didn't ask your permission first. Just please don't be mad, Himeko.
He's gonna snap.
Mad? Why would I be mad? Mr. Ryusuke, welcome aboard the Astral Express. Is there anything else you'd like to see? I can show you around.
Well, I know you'd rather keep your distance from your good-for-nothing father. You're on a journey, and it's rude of me to barge in like this. But it's been way too long since we last saw each other. As your father, I want to get to know you better. Make up for all the time we've lost, at least while you're staying here. Please allow me to show you some of the fatherly care and devotion I owe you.
Excuse me? Why don't the two of you go to the party car? Shush, get the drinks ready.
Shush. All right.
That's just our domestic robot's name. Come on, Father. People are resting here. Let's not disturb them. Oh, and, come with us. I want to talk about the Phantom Moon Games, not just personal matters.
They left. Whoa, what are you still doing here? Himeko asked you to go to the party car. I get it. Reunions are private, and you don't want to spoil it for them. That's fair. It won't hurt to give them some time.
I hope a drink will help the two of them set aside their past differences. If they do argue, I'm counting on you to play peacemaker.
So that's Himiko's father. No wonder he looks...
Not crazy, right? I feel like, I don't know, like his mic, like, well, recording just really
When it comes to
staticky
breaking
or
the
something.
icy silence between a father and daughter, nothing's better than a cup of hot water. The person who drinks it will yelp, "Hot!" and be immediately met with a concerned, "How could you be so careless?" from the other party. And just like that, the conversation starts. Friendly reminder, that is not a joke, but a practical icebreaker. Ooh.
Your robot is hilarious.
Got it. I'll make myself scarce.
Being a nameless is neither relaxing nor comfy. Most of the time, we are facing down Void Rangers from the Antimatter Legion, bugs left by the Swarm disaster, Borisin,
Many bugs.
and various organizations that are suspicious
wolves.
of the Express or have malicious intentions for us.
That dangerous? Huh. Maybe this trip home is a great chance to quit your job, huh? Talk about coincidence. Just so happens I'm getting on in years. And Graphia Academy is in need of a new dean.
You know that's not what I meant. Once I've set my mind on something, I never look back. Ever since I was 6, when you told me those stories about traveling through the cosmos, I knew that someday I would walk among the stars.
Actually, I was just kidding. I'm not completely clueless about what the Express and what you do. Huh?
Please don't tell me it's fluffy across the blue. I never thought you'd be into comics.
That's right. The protagonist is a baseball bat-wielding raccoon. The character's based on that kid, right?
As an artist, you do have a good eye. Come over here.
Kid.
Thanks for giving us some time alone.
Hey, Meko. That's the first time I've seen you smile since I've seen you this time. So, what brought you back home
The
this
fake
time?
smile at the beginning
What's the
didn't count.
story behind our lucky meeting?
Like I said before, we're here for the Phantasmoon Games.
So, the Phantasmoon Games 15 years ago were the reason you were able to overcome the Weathering Curse?
Indeed.
I see. That makes sense. For those of us who haven't experienced...
But I never imagined that the Ionic game would turn into a blood sacrifice overnight. The Herald of Death was a heartless madman. If I hadn't defeated him then, all of Duomension City during the first few years of my journey, I relived that evening every single night in my dreams. The color of that twilight, painted with blood. So much blood.
Twilight.
Blended, the victims were twisted like clay into grotesque shapes, like paint tubes that had been snapped, one after the other. And that man, he reveled in the colors splattered everywhere. Even if I could avenge his victims, in the end, it won't bring them back to life. The entire thing is like a heavy piece of baggage. Only by letting it go can I travel the road ahead more easily.
You did your best. And I'm glad to see you made it back here safe and sound.
I thought I'd never come back. But the times have changed. The conditions to hold the Phantasmoon Games have been met again. However, to hold 2 games in just 15 years? That in itself is far from normal. Just like 15 years ago, the IPC wants to control everything. However, a game woven by the most fickle of eons
is I received a report from the Department of Aberration Defense. I'm sure she must also have heard. There's been a brutal incident in Dovebrook District. Someone massacred everyone at the headquarters of the Sinwish Syndicate, leaving a signature that only the Herald of Death.
Bloody. Scott.
What? The Herald of Death is still alive?
People at the Department of Aberration Defense told me that the Herald of Death was executed after his verdict was passed. Even were he to be resurrected, the rules dictate that the same person cannot become a supplicant.
Are you saying we've got a copy?
That's right. The Herald of Death has a copycat. But what I find even more worrying is that this Phantasmoon Games has caught I believe that whether or not this Herald of Death copycat has a connection to the Phantasmoon Games, defeating him presents an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate the resolve of the Nameless to the whole of Plain Arcadia. Exactly. As for you, Dad, have any clients commissioned you lately? It'd be best if you left this world for a while.
Oh. Huh. May I take that as my daughter showing concern for her dad?
You can take it as a safety advisory from the Astralix. Also, as she has already become a supplicant and joined the Phantasmoon Games, she will have my full support. I'd like her to temporarily keep the Mask of Elation that has been passed down.
Too late for me to raise any objections at this point, right?
Thank you. Would you like another drink?
Ah, got it. Next, it's time to show me the way out, isn't it? Well, I've definitely overstayed most of my life. I couldn't be there for my daughter. And now that I finally have the chance, she wants me to leave. In that case, I ought to be on my way. Himiko. The Graphia family has a number of records about the Phantasmoon Games, passed down through the generations. Come over to the school.
I'll be there, Dad. I apologize. My father's little tour seems to have made things awkward for everyone on the Express. Let's head to the parlor car and check in on Welt and March. Now that my father's gone, we can all relax a bit.
Has Mr. Ryosuke left?
Yes. I told him to head home for now. After all, what is going on with the Phantasmoon Games has nothing to do with him. I'm really sorry, everyone, for bringing my personal family matters onto the Express.
Not at all. Mr. Ryusuke is your family. And that makes him part of our family too. And the most important thing for family is to be together. So he's welcome to drop by anytime.
Madame Pearl sent a message to the Express just now, inviting our supplicant to a meeting. She'll have a private car waiting for us.
Pearl.
Yes. The meeting won't be held in some stuffy, formal reception room. She would like us to visit and tour the headquarters of a company under her name instead. Himiko, you know about Pearlux Corp.
Of course. It's the biggest entertainment conglomerate in Plain Arcadia.
Entertainment company?
That's right. Pearlux Corp is a titan, dominating the entertainment consumer market, including cartoons, comics, games, toys, and the like. They've cornered half the market.
Oh, so that's where the Pearl in Pearlux comes from.
Did Pearl mention what she wanted to talk about?
She didn't say much, but she specifically mentioned wanting to discuss the developments regarding the Phantasmoon Games, and that she could provide us with a bit of help.
Helping her opponents in the Eonic game? Oh, looks like she realizes we are all in the same boat. Perhaps she has also realized that the Phantasmoon games...
We may be able to get a clearer picture of Pearl's intentions after we meet with her.
Think
The best.
about it. You've already crossed paths with key figures from numerous factions, and even built rapport with some. You're already a capable Nameless who can more than hold your own. Though she holds a high administrative position on this planet, do not forget, she is also one of the 10 Stonehearts. You've already dealt with Aventurine on numerous occasions, so you should have ample experience handling members of the 10 Stonehearts.
Hey, don't worry. If things do get messy, yours truly is here to save the day.
Looks like March wants to visit too.
We're doomed.
I'm just trying to look out for her here. Even if things do go sideways, Pearl wouldn't dare get mad at two adorable young ladies like us, right?
Well then, I'll leave this meeting to you two.
Aren't you coming with us, Himeko?
I'd like to talk with my father. Didn't he say he would hand over the records about the Phantasmoon games from our family history to me? And honestly, isn't this a good chance for you youngsters to handle things independently?
I understand. In that case, she, March, and I will be heading out now.
Oh, score! A private car! So, where are we getting picked up?
You should be familiar with it. It's just under the giant gate next to the At Plaza.
Isn't that where we first met Sparksy? Since we're getting chauffeured there, why not just come straight to us? Perfect! I've been wanting to stop by the comic store to grab a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue. Destination Perlux headquarters. And let's grab a copy of the Fluffy while we're at it.
We'll head out when you're ready.
There may be some information in the family records that could help us. It's just that whenever I think about talking with my father, even someone like me, who's always putting on a composed front, can end up giving everyone a laugh.
Look! There's a convenience store! Mind if I grab a copy of Fluffy Across the...
Is that the comic based on the Express's adventures? The author sure knows.
The best part is that the author drew all of us as adorable little animals! Totally fits our personas, don't you think?
Arch buddy. Inflator head.
Right back at ya. Baseball racket.
In fact, it was recently announced that the Fluffy is getting an animated adaptation, and the copyright for it is currently held by Perlux Corp.
It's a super memorable comic! No way can I miss getting a copy while I'm here. I promise I won't be long. A couple of minutes.
Looks like we got here on the early side. Since coming to this world, I still haven't had a chance to get a street-level view of the city.
All right.
Might as well take a look around.
Absolutely insane. Did you see the... Hey, you hear the news? There was a supplicant battle.
Yeah, I saw it. The online forums are already blowing up.
The supplicant called Sparksy. How terrifying. Actually using live streams to spread mimetic viruses. Eons, that's just evil. I can't...
I heard her livestream got permabanned. Good thing that Nameless from the Astral Express,
I wonder what the next supplicant will do.
Permanent.
Have
Asheville.
you read the new chapter of... Have you read the new...
Sorry, I'm not into comics for kids.
They just released the official concept art for that giant...
That mech design is totally unrealistic.
What's so great about it?
Do you have the slightest clue how to talk to other people?
Hey, relax. Now, if we were talking about a fusion between Daybreak Squadron and the Raccoon, that would totally get my attention.
Wow, you are unbelievably child.
I've tried buying a copy of the Fluffy from a couple of stores, but they were always sold out.
What happened in the newest issue?
Hello there. Would you like to learn more about the Research Society of Happy Smiles?
So,
Is the weight of work and stress in your life crushing you? Check out the... Rest assured, the only thing joining our Research Society will cost you is a bit of your precious time. We've set up a venue near Dovebrook, where we offer free psychological counseling and living assistance to all visitors. All our services are provided...
I had a friend who passed away, and he'd mentioned you before. He told me that if I ever...
Your friend passed away? How terribly sad. But the words he left you have illuminated your path.
He told me that if I joined the Research Society of Happy Smiles, I could get rid of my suffering forever.
Of course it's true. Just look at the society we live in. Everyone's suspicious and dismissive of one another, and willing to take dangerous risks just for a little pleasure. Did you hear about how a streamer took over Graphia Academy and was trying to spread a memetic virus through the internet? And over in Dovebrook, gang violence erupted and left a pile of corpses in its wake. The Research Society was founded with the sole purpose of healing humanity's incurable inner pain. Following Aha's creed, we aim to spread laughter across the mortal coil and... Exactly what it says. As an eraser wipes away the doodles of a pencil, so too shall the pain be wiped. Have either of you heard about the tragedy of the blood-stained game? Why, of course you have. You're the Astral Express's superstar. You've even dug up everything there is to know about something that happened. There was an awful accident during the last Phantom Moon Games, and many people lost their loved ones and children. It was as if a whole, that to escape their suffering, these people who had lost their loved ones gathered together and established a mutual... It's now been well over a decade, and the Research Society continues to help more and more people emerge from the darkness in their lives and step in. Come to think of it, it would be most wonderful if a distinguished person like yourself were also interested in our Research Society. Should you...
Well, if it isn't the Astral Express's superstar, of course it's you. Looks like we really were I'm here to do my job. Problem is, you've gone and messed up my investigation.
Oh no.
Here I was, pretending to be a broke passerby to infiltrate this shady research society. You should have ignored me, but no, you acted like some approachable celebrity waltzing into a supermarket, hijacking my conversation with their recruiter. Now, with a star like you here, I can't even test the waters anymore. You must have heard about the Sinwish Syndicate killings in Dovebrook, right? The lead I'm following might be connected to this Research Society of Happy Smiles. But I'll stop there. Not like you're going to pay for my intel, and none of this is any of your business anyway.
None yet.
Based on your social circle, you wouldn't be talking about the poor IPC sap planning to avenge him? Oh, so your next miracle will be executing the Herald of Death. Can't say I'm surprised.
Be careful. The murderer is the Herald of Death. He's dangerous.
Oh, thanks for your concern. Oh, be careful. Been a hot minute since anyone said that, and even so, it's my duty to solve the case. Doesn't matter if nobody pays me. I'll still find the killer. Because one of the victims happened to be someone I was on fairly good terms with. The fool. Revenge killings or turf wars. Wouldn't be unusual for gang members to die like that, but dying at the hands of some psycho who kills for kicks, no matter where you are in the cosmos, which era
regardless of how civilization evolves, some rules make an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Hey, guess which lucky girl just managed to snag the last copy in the whole store? Oh, who's
She
this?
killed someone for it.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ashvale, the famous detective. You could say your friend and I are acquainted through past clashes. Huh. We did have a bit of a clash of opinions back at the tavern, didn't
That's what you meant by clash? Fair enough.
First time I've ever heard anyone introduce themselves as a famous detective. Mr. Ashvale? Why are you staring at me? Is there something weird on my face?
Young lady, you're holding a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue, right?
Oh,
Would you
no.
mind giving it to me?
Well, give it to you! This was the last copy in the store, you know.
Oh, I see. Of course. I'm not asking you to give it away for free. I'll pay for it. The retail price is 300 credits.
Hey, mister, this isn't about the money.
Because it was the last one on the shelves. True. The last item in stock is like the final slice of cake on the plate. The last prey animal on the plains never fails to stir our urge to seize it before anyone else. So, 30,000 credits. How about that? That's my final offer. I'm not exactly rolling in money here.
With a kid.
Truth is, I'm actually buying it for that foolish friend of mine. The one who died. Today is his farewell ceremony. I thought I'd buy him his favorite comic to pay my respects. He'd always be rambling on about some raccoon with a baseball bat, and how the journey of the Express would never end, that kind of stuff. I heard those stories so many times, it felt like my ears were gonna fall. But after all that fuss, I completely missed the chance to...
That's enough. My poor little heart can't handle sob stories like that. Here, Mr. Ashvale, take the comic.
Oh, thank you very much for the comic. I heard you're the real-life inspirations for the characters. Well, since you're here, could I perhaps trouble you to sign it?
Unbelievable.
May your journey lead starward.
Thank you both. If Kostad could see this from where he is now, I'm sure he'd be smiling down on us. As a token of my gratitude, I'd like to give you a friendly word of caution, little girl. I know you plan to target the Herald of Death and cement. However, all eyes will be on you during the Phantom Moon Games. On such a public stage, discretion. Because when the masses see your magnificent miracles and wield your extraordinary power, fear and jealousy could turn their wish power into wish you ill power. So, whatever plans you might have for this Herald of Death, why not leave the whole messy affair of revenge to someone who couldn't care less about winning? Just like this comic, I'm dead set on getting it.
Point.
Is he an acquaintance of yours?
He's just some weird detective who was passing by.
It's nearly time for Perlux Corp to pick us up. We should get going.
Everyone's weird to March.
Well, we're here. So where are they? I don't see anyone in IPC uniform.
Let's sit up.
No way. They're professionals, and they work for a huge company. There's no way they'd just bail without saying anything.
Greetings, crew of the Astral Express. It is my honor to escort you on your visit to headquarters.
Mechatron?
I am guard number 100086, created by Perlux Corp, a security specialist from the business division. My designated human name is Faerun. Do not concern yourselves with such things. My sole duty today is to ensure everyone reaches Perlux head.
So, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
According to the instructions given to me by Madame Pearl's secretary, there is still one more guest I need to pick up.
Well, now, how did I not see this coming? Looks like we're going the same way.
It's you again!
Hey, Mechatron, what's the plan? Do we hop into your cockpit, or are you gonna give us all a piggyback while you fly?
Your ride is ready. Please, take your seats, everyone.
Whoa!
A look of
Now
shock.
that's what I call a custom paint job.
Your ride isn't your run-of-the-mill business car, but a customized, made-to-order vehicle, used especially for receiving guests.
Sorry, this might come across as a bit insensitive, but I have to ask, can Faerun actually fit in the driver's seat?
Of course not. I'll be driving and monitoring this vehicle remotely. Please, take your seats.
The future. Mecha Pom Pom.
Now that is astonishing.
Wow, that's one massive robot!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the headquarters of the Perlux Corp.
Back when Himeko said this was an entertainment company, I knew their headquarters wouldn't be some ordinary old office building. But this is way too much. That giant robot statue? This place is totally like some supersized mecha hangar!
Ha ha! You're absolutely right. In accordance with the vision of our founder, our lobby was intentionally constructed, as you see it now, to realize dreams that far exceed what consumers imagine has always been Perlux Corp's core design philosophy, and we have never strayed from it. If any of you are familiar with our company's works, you may recognize this as
Mechatron Warrior Series, the Daybreak Squadron's base of operations.
Looks like Mr. Yang here is quite a fan of our company's animated works. Now, Madame Pearl would like to invite everyone from the Astral Express to take a tour before your official meeting begins. She has arranged for a member of our staff to accompany you, so please, wait here a moment.
I understand, Mr. Faerun. Thank you for escorting us all this way.
Well then, I'll take my leave. This way, Detective.
See you around, everyone.
Oh, really? Pearl wants us to look around here before the meeting? That seems kinda weird.
Could it be related to her proposed collaboration? Perhaps this is her way of introducing her other identity.
It's all good as long as we get a chance to look around. That works for me. Why don't we explore while we wait for our new guide? Mr. Yang! Over here, quick, come on!
Explore.
Mr. Yang! Isn't this your favorite giant robot?
Oh no.
I saw it. Please, just keep it down. We're here as their guests. We should be careful about what's... Looking more closely, it appears many of this Mechatron's components were never installed. Oh, what a shame. I was hoping to see it finished, to see the completed Mechatron. Imagine how it would look in motion.
Really? Oh, in that case, Mr. Yang, let's hear it. Which one's stronger? This giant robot, or that Arahato you designed back when you were an animator?
Seeing as we're on
Barata.
someone else's property, comparing robots from different works would be most disrespectful to the creators themselves. Arahato is an animation all about robots, while Daybreak Squadron is a live-action hero drama. The two really cannot be.
Oh, what a stereotypically textbook mature answer.
My days of being a hot-headed young man are well behind me, so please, cut this mature old man some slack, would you? We don't usually come to a place this cool. So why don't the three of us take a photo under this massive mecha—
Now we're talking. Let me set the self-timer, so we can all...
Beauty filter.
Oh, standing below a huge Mechatron like this is just incredible.
She's here. Easy photobomb.
Where did this extra person in the photo come from?
Ghost? But it's daytime, and there's way too many people here anyway. Who are you?
Oh. Wow, this truly is a magnificent face. Oh, it's nothing like how it looks on the news. Being able to see it up close feels almost surreal.
A little too close there.
Am I too close? Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm not great with personal space.
The cops. Threaten her.
Sorry. It's impossible not to stare at a face this amazing. You'll forgive me, right? Oh, right, I forgot to show you my ID. Right, here we are. I'm Nihilux, and I work at Parallax Corp's Imagenesis Technology Department. I'm a P-30 agent who works for the IPC. Just a slightly higher-ranking workhorse, that's all. Not on the same level as those big shots from the Strategic Investment Department who you folks usually deal with.
So, what brings you here?
Oh, Madam Pearl sent me to the lobby to pick you up. All of you are famous super cosmic level heroes whose faces have been all over the news more times than I can count. So of course I recognized you right away and just couldn't help rushing over here to snap a selfie with you. Hope you don't mind.
I see. Then, hello, Miss Nihilux.
Hello everyone. Starting now, I'll be your tour guide, taking you on a comprehensive and in-depth tour to every single must-visit place in this building. From the Mechatron Imagenesis that managed to pique Mr. Yang's interest, to Miss March's favorite fluffy across the blue merchandise, I'll reveal all the secrets behind our hottest products.
Oh, seriously? I can't wait!
Of course I'm being serious. If there's anything you want to see, learn about, or even get your hands on along the way, anything at all, just let me know. Why don't we head to the gift shop first? I'll get you all some souvenirs.
Hey, wait. This isn't right. Isn't this pom-pom?
Oh, wow! Oh, that's some really fine craftsmanship.
This is a toy model of Alloy King Pom Pom, which hasn't been officially released to the market yet. But just you wait.
You'll see even cooler toys coming up later.
Are you sure there's no copyright issue with this thing?
Actually, this is Pom Pom from Fluffy Across the Blue, which is totally unrelated to the Pom Pom from Astral Express.
You got that right. Intellectual property is one of the most complicated things in the world.
With the best legal team in the universe at our service, I'm sure all copyright issues will be a breeze. Unless the IPC wants them to be an issue.
Speaking of souvenirs for the Express, I bet nothing could be more perfect than this toy. But it feels a bit one-sided if I'm the only one giving a gift here.
I have a small favor to ask. Would you mind taking a photo with me by that headless Mechatron statue over there? And maybe signing the photo too. I'd love to leave it as a memento for the staff at Perlux Corp. How's that sound?
If you're willing, I can pull a few strings and use my access privileges to give you all the gold-plated prototype of the yet-to-be-released King Pom Pom Alloy Armor 999, the only one in the entire universe. Just give it a thought.
Max level.
A one-of-a-kind souvenir in the entire universe? Our conductor will definitely... it's all up to you.
Come on, let's go. Squadron 2?
Crush mediocrity and...
Man and Mechatron in perfect harmony. Ready to take a photo?
I'm ready.
Actually kind of funny.
I love this one so much. I suddenly have the selfish urge to keep it all to myself.
And don't forget about that exclusive gift you promised.
You bet. In fact, I'll throw in a normal edition for each one of you as hush money. Come on, let's head to checkout.
Where steel meets madness and battle meets... Oh, Perlux Corp! I'm back again!
Got the buttons for this. Oh, right, you can actually press the button.
Safety, please observe all safety guidelines and refrain from crossing the safety barriers.
I love How are you doing? It's my pleasure to serve you.
I'd like to present each of our 3 distinguished guests from the Astral Express with an Alloy King Pom Pom toy model as a gift.
Sure, you got it. For the gift expense record, could you please provide your employee ID?
Please charge these expenses to this employee ID.
Huh. This is... Madame Pearl's ID number!
After all, you are esteemed guests invited by Madame Pearl herself. It would only be fitting for the gifts to be presented in her name.
I see. Please wait a moment.
Your Alloy King pom-pom is all packed up. Would you like to take it with you, or shall we use our delivery service?
Since we still have the tour to go through, please just have it delivered to the Astral Express.
No problem. Hope you enjoy your visit here.
Now that the gifts are done,
Solid.
I'll take you to the Mechatron Design Lab.
I like a worried face there. I don't know why.
This is the part I've been looking forward to the most.
Ah! You're the... No way! You're Miss Raccoon! No, that's not right. You're...
Miss Raccoon.
Oh! From the Astral Express! Wow! And is Miss March Bunny herself here?
Hi. I actually prefer to be called by my real name, March 7th. This is Mr. Yang.
How lucky to meet 3 members of the Express crew at once! I'm a huge fan of you all, especially my senior. I haven't missed a single episode of Fluffy Across the Blue. And I've even bought all the collectors.
How could this guy say he likes you more than me to my face? Good thing I'm not that petty.
Don't worry, March. It's hard to tell if people in this world love the real Express crew or just the cute animal crew from the Fluffy.
I don't just follow the Fluffy series. I've been keeping tabs on all your adventures in Bellabog, the Cienjo, Penacony, and Emphorius. Though, it's such a shame there's so little video footage of the Emphorian War online. Oh, right! I just rewatched the scene where the Trailblazer embarked on another trailblazing expedition in Holy Grail Stay Night. Oh, you're... Oh, right! I have a precious trash can in my collection at home. If I'd have known I'd meet my senior today, I'd have brought that can with me.
Senior.
Could I ask for your autograph? If that's okay with you. Just sign my clothes, please. I'm never gonna watch this ever again.
Oh, you're acting exactly like me from 10 minutes ago, kid. Don't worry, she won't fly away just yet. As for you, you've been chattering away nonstop. How about giving us a proper introduction so that your idol gets to know you better?
Sorry, I got way too excited. I'm Warrior Cinderborn from Daybreak Squadron. And my real name... Well, my real name doesn't matter. Just call me Cinderborn. If you're not in a hurry, would you mind chatting with me for a bit?
Daybreak Squadron is the most popular superhero drama in Full Wish TV's Mechatron Warrior series, following the story of young heroes fighting...
I never expected Mr. Yang to be so familiar with our story's background.
After all, I'm a loyal fan of your show.
I'm truly honored. I'm just a small-time actor playing a hero on TV. And like my senior's deeds inspired me, Daybreak Squadron recently, Full Wish TV got approval from the Department of Aberration Defense. So now, the magical Mechatron Daybreak Warriors...
Sorry. I didn't quite understand that.
How should I put this? My teammates and I are both actors and real masked heroes. Whenever disaster strikes... I'm here today to test a Mechatron's performance and do some...
Full Wish TV and Perlex Corp have always been partners. Even the squad's transformation Mechatron is imaginated by Perlex Corp. The more popular Daybreak Squadron's drama becomes, the more wish power flows into the Mechatrons, making the squad shine even brighter in reality. And the more active they are, the better Perlex Corp's...
Oh, sorry for taking up your precious time with all this chit-chat. If the crew hasn't visited the combat testing area yet, I'd like to volunteer myself as my senior's opponent for the test. If that's all right with you. The hero of the Astral Express gracing us with guidance and leaving some data would surely make the staff here very...
Oh, what perfect timing! The combat testing area is also part of today's tour.
That's the way to fame for ya. Don't let down those kids who look up to you.
Honestly, that's my weakness. I can't allow myself to let adorable kids down.
First, have everyone take part in the assembly process for the Mechatron in the control room. Then, using this Mechatron as a template, we'll build a smaller unit for her so she can try out the combat test program. So, follow me, everyone.
How can I help you?
This is Perlux Corp's Mechatron Imagenesis Design Lab. 15 years ago, the first Mechatrons of plain Arcadia were born here, and they immediately gained widespread social influence upon their debut. Today, Mechatrons have become the most common and iconic symbol throughout the streets. You could say that Mechatrons are the first and currently only Imagine that can be mass-produced on assembly line. Perlux Corp has indeed driven the modernization of Imagine in plain Arcadia. Who knows? Maybe even stranger Imagine will be created in the future. Say, dear guests, do you know what the first step is to creating an Imagine in plain Arcadia?
Application.
As expected of the Nameless, you're quite knowledgeable about the customs and culture of the world you've set foot in. Drawing the physical form means humans using brushes to give shape to fictional beings, which was originally the domain of professional artists. But here, collective creation and standardized Mechatron blueprints have replaced traditional artwork, improving standardized workflow efficiency and reducing wish power resource waste.
Oh, to think that even Imagenesis, a skill as magical as this, could be industrialized. I'm suddenly starting to admire—
That's nothing! Our company aims to create 2 billion Mechatrons for social production and public services before Arcadian calendar 2030. And that includes special combat Mechatrons like the Daybreak Squadron.
That's a staggering number. But can the wish power of the people here really sustain so many Imagine?
That's why Perlux Corp keeps churning out animations and hero shows one after another. In other places, these are just entertainment. But here, they're legit breeding grounds for spiritual energy. All of this shall serve Madame Pearl's grand goals and ideals. All right, back to square one. First step. Let's go print the Mechatron structure blueprint!
Use that imagination. What a pose.
Please adjust the Mechatron design parameters according... Mechatron assembly blueprint updated. Processing. Printing.
Could it be that no matter how much I adjusted, the final printout always comes out exactly the same?
Your suspicion makes sense. But please answer my question first. Which do you prefer? The sense of achievement that comes from hard work, or the convenience of getting things done easily?
Both.
You got that right. The fully automated Imagenesis blueprint design system perfectly matches your needs. You can meticulously adjust every parameter, or just hit one button to skip it all, and the automated system will always produce results that meet the standards. Amazing, right? Just like how the inventors on planet Skrullum used to ask themselves, if all their inventions were already pre-recorded in the Supreme Punch Tape, what's the point of inventing in the first place?
Printing complete. Please retrieve your blueprint.
What you just said is the answer. It's not about the results of creation, but the elation we experience in the process.
Customize your own
Please, show me your Mechatron assembly blueprint. No problem. Blueprint has been recorded. The Mechatron parts are ready to go. Hope you enjoy the experience.
Nah, you should take Mr. Yang with you instead.
No. March and I will just watch you play from the side.
Now then, please follow my guidance to complete the Mechatron assembly. This experience mainly involves assembling 3 parts: the arm, the shoulder armor, and the Daybreak blade on the back of the Mechatron. Go for it, little raccoon! Assemble the Magico Mechatron Daybreak Warriors and save our city!
All right, everyone, I'm heading out.
The first step of assembly is to remove each part from the frame, one by one. Nippers, hobby knife, sandpaper, sanding stick. Perlux doesn't provide any of these. But don't worry, the explosive device will solve all your problems. Just step on it. It may look brutal, but it leaves no burrs. And that's the magic that we at Perlux Corp are so proud of.
Do you need those Bitcoins? Not sure if you ever need these Bitcoins. No. Nothing special.
Next, please activate the mechanical maintenance arm and align it with the shoulder joint base to connect the arm. Good. We're done with the arm for now. Next, activate the mobile maintenance rack and adjust the mech armor to the shoulder armor panel position. Just like before, The first step is to remove the parts from the frame. Artificial gravity field adjusting. Please exercise caution. Activate the thruster and push the shoulder armor towards the unit interface. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This giant Mechatron is truly the soul of Perlux Corp. Now, for the final part. Please install the Daybreak blade on its back. Aim at the mounting point on the back. And fire! Awaken! Daybreak! Mission accomplished. The colossal Mechatron you built with your own hands will now stand proudly in the center of this hall. The great hero of the Astral Express has graced this place, left behind a blueprint, and even contributed their own inspiration to the completion of the Mechatron statue. What else? Outstanding promotional material this is for the marketing department.
Just switch to jumping with mouse. It feels so weird.
A new hero is born right here. Step forth, Miss Little Raccoon, and become the guardian of Plain Arcadia.
Powerful wish power supply entity detected. Initiating link. Mechatron synchronization rate, 15%.
Assembly complete. Could the next step be?
That's right. With the completion of the Mechatron assembly, it's time for some heart-pounding combat.
Mechatron synchronization rate, 39%. 42%.
Your little fanboy, Cinderborn, is eagerly awaiting some pointers from you. While we can't power up this big guy, I've printed a small unit. Now it's time to show you how a Mechatron fights.
I merged with the Mechatron? Where am I now?
Dino Chef.
Why, of course. It's the combat testing sandbox. Look, those dazzling colors are like an express train traversing through the stars. Enhanced full body armor. What a powerful strike! That what? Our hero got blocked by an illegal building! City, what are you doing? No choice left. Smash it to pieces, hero! Just focus on dealing with the city's crisis and let Madame Pearl worry about the compensation. Duo Mention City has made it through the worst of it! Hero, now it's your call. Do we press on or wipe out the monster? The monsters that were hiding here seem to have been reduced to nothing.
Could it be the one and only trailblazer of the Astral Express walking towards us?
You bet! After all, you're our beloved hero!
Although the giant shadow crisis in Duomension City has been dispelled, the real battle for you and the Daybreak Squadron is only just beginning! As the old and new generations of superheroes, you will face off here to determine the victor!
Forged by raging fire, burn away the darkness, the star that sets the world ablaze! Blaze Weaver! Slide through the skies, flames of lightning! From the blue heavens descend, Azure Wing!
Shatter the eternal night, light blazing bright,
Azure.
the radiant bow of hope, Dawn Lance!
Cut through despair, unyielding blade of steel, edge that never fades, Cinderborn! You can do it, friend!
Darkness wanes, and dawn awakens! The Daybreak Squadron arises!
Pose. That's so cringe.
This is an official challenge from the Daybreak Squadron, great hero of the Astral Express. If we defeat you, we hope you'll accept our invitation to become the honorary Phantom 5th member of the Daybreak Squadron and help us safeguard the peace of Plain Arcadia. Ha ha! I admire you. Hey, Greg, didn't you have something to tell your hero? Now's your perfect chance!
My friend, you know what? Every time I transform into a Mechatron, I imagine I'm you. I think about what you would do when facing danger. It is your adventure stories that give me strength. So I'll give it my all from now on. Please don't hold back.
Enough time.
Now then, let's settle this on the horizon, where the Ventus Moon rises! Let the two of us see what you're made of.
Come on! One and only Trailblazer!
It's your turn!
Power Fist!
Where are you hiding?
My turn to shine!
Just get more energy for it.
Azure for justice!
Too slow!
Yeah!
Out of my way!
Leave it to me! As expected of the Astral Express hero. So
Boss, Gray, I'll leave the rest to you.
The honor is mine to cross blades with you.
as heroes, we'll never back down!
Don't underestimate me!
Blaze Weaver, for
justice! This strike contains all my respect! Bring it on!
What? Even the invincible little raccoon is reaching her limit? Listen, those are the people's wishes. Power converging as one. That is limitless possibility!
Everyone's wishes. I've received them all! Trailblaze Infinity!
Firefly would be proud.
You really got into character. That was some great acting.
Huh? Were we just fighting in a film studio?
Don't tell me you actually thought you were fighting them in a real city. That ain't gonna happen. Madame Pearl's insurance fund would collapse. It doesn't matter if it was a real fight or a fake one. What matters is your experience. Did you have fun? The user gave us a 5-star review. Thank you for your kind feedback. Your satisfaction and approval are our greatest motivators. Looks like the Daybreak Squadron is waiting for you. You gave them quite a combat lesson, it appears. Why don't you go share a few words with those youngsters? Looks like the Daybreak Squadron is waiting for you. You gave them quite a combat...
As expected of my senior, that was awesome! My life is now complete.
Before joining Daybreak Squadron, Gray had always been your fan.
That kid knows every story about the Astral Express like the back of his hand. And he's always looked up to you as his role model. Even as his leader, I'm nowhere near... What an amazing battle! Well, more than beating you, we were hoping Gray would leave a lasting impression on you. After all, being remembered by their idol is the highest form of praise for a fan, isn't it?
Oh, you bet. Besides my senior. My teammates in the Daybreak Squadron are the ones I trust the most.
It's a shame, though. If she really could become the 5th member of our team, our recognition would rise even further. After all, many people still think we're just playing hero.
That's only because we haven't done anything truly heroic yet.
Don't worry. Given the state of Dual-Dimension City, a mind-blowing crisis is bound to happen sooner or later. And that's when we'll get our chance to Yeah, just yesterday, I rescued 5 people from a gas explosion. Hope they recover soon. And spread the word about how awesome Daybreak Squadron is!
There you go again. Casually saying this straight like the Astral Express. We don't need to act to prove something so long as we stay true to our own path. Sooner or later...
Silly you. Is the Astral Express all you ever think about? Why don't you just go join the Express as one of the named?
Come on. Don't make fun of me. I'm still just a rookie. How could I possibly...
Anyone who perseveres in their own life is a hero indeed.
Thanks for your guidance, Trailblazer. And lastly, I wonder if you could take a picture with the rest of us.
Trailblazer, please, take a photo together with...
Whoa! My senior's so close to me that my heart's beating like crazy.
3, 2, 1...
Darkness wanes, and dawn awakens! The Daybreak Squadron arises!
Time's about up. We should meet with Madame Pearl now. Oh, right. Want to say goodbye to your big fan before we go?
Blue, yellow! You guys were amazing back there! If we record this for promo if only we could have beaten the Nameless! We were actually so close during that net-
What are you talking about? There's no way we could have beaten the Trailblazer.
Well, it's not entirely impossible, I'd say. Ever since I converted, I feel like both my mind and body have become so much lighter. Gray, you really should join us and do the same.
Haha, Gray. Being a masked hero means facing all kinds of dangers. You'd definitely feel pretty bad if you couldn't control. Oh, looks like your idol's here to see you. We'll wait for you, Bex.
Senior? Me? I'm fine. Totally fine. It's me. I'm just too weak. I'm always hesitant, whether in combat or it's a bit embarrassing to admit. But no one ever taught me the principles of how to live and behave growing up. I dropped out of high school pretty early and started hanging out with street gangs. But when I saw how scared those people were, I had this nagging feeling later. When I read about the Astral Express story online and learned about your legendary deeds, I finally understood what it meant to be a true hero. Looking back at how now I too have a chance to become a hero like you. Together with my brothers and sisters in the... But I'm just too weak. I don't have the immense strength.
I don't want to give you empty platitudes about humans triumphing over fate. But I do believe that while kindness isn't something you can learn, strength is something you can acquire. Your desire to fight for those around you, and your wish to bring smiles to others, that's your greatest strength.
Thank you, Trailblazer. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. Could you please sign that famous line? That's the one! That's exactly it!
Rules are boundaries, and anyone who pushes beyond those boundaries becomes, in a sense, one of the nameless.
I'll remember today for the rest of my life. Goodbye, Trailblazer. I hope by the next time we meet, I'll be a true hero just like you.
Well, that about wraps up today's tour. After seeing everything, what do you think? You're only realizing that now. That's your greatest advantage in joining the Phantom Moon Games. A story that's already spread far. Indeed, rather than the power to rule this world directly, that individual draws even greater strength from Parallax. The stories and dreams spun by this enterprise are capable of steering the future of Plain Arcadia and of serving as the cradle for new Imaginae. Madame Pearl is waiting for you at the top of this building to discuss matters regarding the Phantom Moon Games. Let me give you a little reminder. The rules of Phantom Moon Games have never required any competition between supplicants. As an IPC employee, I've said far too much. Your friends are waiting for you in the hall. You should go meet up with them. Don't keep them waiting too long.
I feel like Mechatrons and Cattiers would really take off.
Believe me.
Over here! Over here!
You watch Daybreak Squadron?
Mr. Yang and I watched the whole thing on the screen. Not only did you assemble the Mechatron and give autographs to your fan, but you also got to live out your superhero fantasy. Did you have fun? Mr. Yang's looking at you with such loving eyes, like a parent watching a kid riding on a carousel at an amusement park.
Indeed. Seeing her so happy reminds me of my younger self. Those were the days.
What are you talking about? Mr. Yang, you're still as young as ever. Oh, right. We've been wandering around here for ages and seen everything there is to see. What's this Madame Pearl really up to?
I understand everything she wanted to show us. There are just a Few questions I'd like to confirm with Miss Nyalux.
Miss Nyalux? Wait, where did you...
Ah, there you all are. We've been looking everywhere for you. The Secretary's office sent Agent Feld here to keep you company while you wait, but he said he couldn't find any of you.
Bamboozled.
Wait, if Mr. Feld is the one who's supposed to...
Miss Nyalux? Agent Nyalux, an IPC ranking P30.
P30? Imagenesis Technology Department? Since when did Perlux Corp...
Could she be some kind of corporate spy who snuck into the building? Oh, this is a real mess. What are those security guards even doing? Distinguished guests, are you hurt? Or...
This lady seemed totally legit. She smoothly guided us around the place like a pro.
I need to report this to security right away. She can't have gone far. Let's catch her in the end.
Thank you for your help. Astral Express crew, Madam Pearl has been waiting for quite some time. Please inform Madam Pearl that the 3 guests from the Express will arrive shortly.
Pearl demonstrated the full process of creating a Mechatron army, based on what I saw.
Hello, guests from the Astral Express. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for your gracious hospitality, Madam Pearl.
I understand there was a minor incident in the lower lobby involving someone impersonating a Perlux employee. I hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment.
We're fine. Don't worry about us. But how are things with you? Did you lose any valuable tech? Blueprints? Or top secret information?
No, Perlux's data firewall remains untouched, and all assets under security network surveillance are intact. The only change is an additional expense claim under my employee ID. Never mind. I can make a preliminary assessment that this was the result of someone's momentary impulse. Lately, mishaps have been piling up, like dark clouds before a downpour, casting shadows of
Could you be referring to the Herald of Death?
33 citizens were found dead in the Dovebrook district. In addition, an IPC specialist assigned to negotiate the purchase of a Mask of Elation died in an unexpected incident. This party has made overt threats to public order. Managing capital and managing a corporation share one thing in common. That is, an aversion to risk and a pursuit of stability. And I bear both as the executive officer of Plain Arcadia, I bear an inescapable responsibility for the safety of this world. As one of the 10 Stonehearts, I hope to bring the Phantasmoon Games to a swift and safe conclusion. Rather than staging another dangerous battle, like what happened at Graphia Academy, I hope the supplicants can show the people of this world miracles of joy and happiness, instead of sorrow and rage during the Phantasmoon Games. Therefore, I'd like to hear the Express's request. Trailblazer, please, tell me, what's your ultimate goal for joining the Phantasmoon Games?
You mentioned earlier that you wanted to...
I'd like to talk about our
Got something in mind?
I think the rules and rewards for the Phantasmoon games are a little too vague.
That's exactly what I thought when I joined the games 15 years ago.
It's here.
These games allow supplicants to do anything, good or evil. What's more vague is what can winners do when they share the power of the elation. According to legends and historical records from Ahatopia, victors typically first they listen to the victor's wishes and grant them permission to use their power. And the applications of this power seem to be boundlessly vast. Sometimes I wonder, if we had agreed to become the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance, how would this trip have turned out?
If I win, I'll give up sharing Aha's power and ask them to be the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance.
That's such a hilarious idea. I can totally picture it. I get it. That's actually a brilliant idea to begin with. This is far more meaningful than taking up a god's authority and squandering it freely for a single minute. Secondly, placing an Eon on the righteous cause of opposing the universe's greatest threat is something neither the IPC nor the god itself could reasonably object to. Finally, this would also help us avoid the risk we currently face. Cooperating with the IPC while remaining wary of being drawn into its ambitions during the operation of the anti-destruction. If we handle the negotiations well, perhaps Aha could stand behind the Astral Express. Just like our cooperation with the Xianzhou, where we could maintain distance from one another, while The only question is, will Aha agree?
Don't worry about that. From what I know about them, they'll agree. What kind of god of games would they be if they broke their own rules? Besides, they still owe the Express a debt. This is their IOU for the Express debt from when they were traveling with Akavili, complete with their signature and seal.
Oven slippers, camouflage cloak. Electronic mustard into the rice cooker. Pie. Not the pillows.
Passenger, use this to blackmail them. That one will definitely give in to your demands. Probably.
So, you're saying you want Aha to take on the leadership of the Anti-Destruction Alliance? Logical extrapolation. Failed. Success rate indeterminable. This peculiar proposal nearly brought my thought process to a halt. This request is far too lacking in structure. Yet within an irrational context, it seems to conceal a certain kind of logic. If the universe is the master of Elation's playground, then they should do something about this playground that's about to be destroyed. As expected of the Trailblazer, your thinking is so out of the box. I've learned something today. However, I don't think you stand much of a chance in the games, because I've joined as a supplicant.
Foreshadowed.
This is an age-old question. Do Intellitrons possess a soul? The mask responded to me, which means the elation has acknowledged that Intellitrons also have the potential to seek pleasure. And I am perhaps the first Intellitron supplicant in the history.
Plain Arcadia's administrator is a supplicant.
At the same time, she has at her disposal assets of staggering magnitude. What, Pearl?
With money and power on her side, wouldn't her chances of success be way higher than ours?
As I previously proposed to Miss Himiko, I'm willing to cooperate with the Astral Express to ensure the smooth progression of the Phantom Moon Games.
But the Astral Express isn't your only partner, is it?
I have 2 other allies. However, you all are my most promising ones. Once the Astral Express joins, it will maximize the safety, and I will do everything in my power to fulfill my partner's wishes within that limited minute.
As we told you before, our strategy is to become a sail, advance and retreat together. The Astral Express is not a lone supplicant, since we have our own allies in the game.
An ally like Sparksy? It's true that you defeated her and took her mask, but given her typical decision-making style, Sparksy isn't exactly what you'd call a reliable ally. Hypothesis. The Sinwish Syndicate's missing mask. I thought it fell into the Cienjo's hands.
That's right. 3 against 3. We're tied at the moment.
With this new variable in play, I'll have to adjust my extrapolations. But the conclusion seems unchanged. After
An IPC senior executive, Plain Arcadia's administrator, a member of the 10 Stonehearts, joining the games personally.
She's right. Your identity is far too sensitive. You want to control these games and end it safely and quickly. All they see is the all-powerful IPC and an influential executive pulling all the strings. Your every action will be scrutinized twice over.
a sharp observation, I must say.
But I do not believe you yourself would overlook this. Madame Pearl.
What I seek is a treasure lost to this world's history. I want to recreate Graphia's divine art of imagenesis.
Does that have something to do with painting?
Hard to believe, no? My birth originated from the theme assigned by the Celestial Differentiator of planets. At first, I was nothing more than a machine that imitated human paintings. For an Intellitron, generating works of art is no great challenge. Day after day, I studied. Day after day, I exhausted every possibility. I could instantly analyze the proportional structure and pigment composition of any painting. I could precisely reproduce every pixel of Graphia's masterpieces. Yet I could not create as she did. Graphia's ultimate creation was establishing the world in canvas at the end of the Phantom Moon Games. I want to understand—
Is this your personal pursuit? Or the IPC's demands on this world?
Both. The IPC's point of view is far more pragmatic. The world in canvas is a dimension that can shield us.
Unfortunately, it seems we can't convince each other to back out for now.
Then, I have another proposal. Why don't we shift our perspective and turn our attention to those two supplicants? These two individuals' objectives are unclear, and their abilities remain a mystery. If left unchecked, we might see a repeat of the Herald of Death tragedy. That is correct. But all you need to do is sacrifice it. Before we move on to the details of our cooperation, would you like to take a short break and have some tea to wet your whistles? Or shall we continue? I've prepared some refreshments for you. Please, help yourself.
Actually, a pretty nice time to end here. Okay. Try to continue this week. Something else that could happen. I would like to maybe start Kirby this week, maybe. Or Meat Boy. Still haven't fully decided. I think most likely we'll probably continue this within the next couple days. But one of those two games could happen. So don't be surprised. Alright, have a good night.
Oh.